Okay. So I got the microphone. It's up to my face.
Did you do the clap?
Okay, I can do it. Is there like? I feel like there's an echo. Maybe we can.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna go nuts because you're gonna hear everything like
You're
twice.
gonna get that delay.
You know, you ever seen a little movie called The Adventures?
No.
So in the movie, he's like Bruce Banner. Like, how do you become the Hulk? Like, how do you get angry? It's like, I'm always angry. He's like you're gonna go crazy. I'm always crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the clap. Where do I? There you go.
Good job.
Audio synced. Okay, this is a good introduction topic. Do you know anybody that's gotten the clap?
No. Is that chlamydia?
Yeah.
Then probably.
Yeah. So this is a good topic to start. So
Great topic to start out
So
on.
my friend.
He didn't even introduce the podcast.
Yeah. Okay,
He said audio synced.
Yeah. Okay,
Who has the clap? Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I just. Yeah. It's riffing. I'm riffing right now.
All right.
That's where the Small Boys title came from.
So, okay, I'm William Bennett. No, Bill Bennett. That's my stage name.
You forgot your own name.
They're the same name. It's William Bennett.
Billiam.
Bill, the same name. So this is Small Boys Podcast. This is Dennis is struggling. I'm just saying his ass crack. What are you doing? Why'd
Dennis
you leave?
Is leaving. Oh.
Okay, so this is Small Boys Podcast. This is episode 1. I guess this is the first episode.
Official episode.
This is
really?
of the
first
reboot.
The first one was I named it episode 0
Yeah.
because I feel like that was my
was
talents
a warm-up.
blossoming into a career.
That's what happened.
So this is the idea I had. Okay, so we have Dennis Chanay, very funny guy. I think so. I think I don't know. I was worried something bad happened when you came up with a Harry Potter scar on your forehead. Like
I stood up
Too fast.
too fast into a kitchen
Cabinet door.
Yes.
I think you're just not you're not made for building code. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I believe that.
You're not building code shaped. And then we have Onnie Mariski.
Thank you.
Don't find any of these guys jobs or careers or anything that they hold dear and valuable and try to ruin
My
their
name's
lives.
a fake name, so you can't
Yeah.
Are you serious?
dox me. Yeah, my last name is.
Oh, you're fake.
That's funny because Annie's also very fake now that I think about it.
It's true.
She doesn't even support me having a girlfriend. Can you
No,
believe
I
that,
support
guys?
your mom.
Yeah, and my mom just wanted me to
I
have a
support your
girlfriend.
mom's position. Your mom. That's not true. Your mom does want you to have a girlfriend. She just wants you to have a good one.
How am I gonna have a girlfriend if I don't lower my standards?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Dude, So Dennis, you've always helped me in times of crisis.
Always.
Yes, always.
His entire life.
What advice? What do you think? What do I need to do to be successful in a relationship?
What do you need to do?
Yeah.
You're fine. You have a lot going for you. No, hold up.
He wasn't done.
You're a good-looking kid.
Okay, if you keep doing that, then
You're
you're not gonna
smart.
get a
You have a
girlfriend.
nice mom. I met your mom.
You have a great
Yeah.
mom.
How come
That's a huge green flag. So you need to you're kind of a basket case, if I'm being honest. You're kind of in your own head all the time, which is fine.
which is amazing, has led to me success.
It's a 19-year-old thing, I think.
Yeah, no, it's not abnormal. This is not abnormal.
But let me tell you, I'm better at being in my own head than everybody else.
You're better at being a 19-year-old than everyone else. We get it.
Ooh. You know who?
Best 19-year-old.
30-year-old women also think that. You know what I mean? Okay.
I am that.
Oh yeah. You're not 30.
Not yet.
Give
Give me a couple months, dude.
We're all gonna be 30 eventually.
Some faster than others.
You're like those 18-year-old girls. It's like, oh, I'll be 18 in 2 months, or 17-year-olds are I'll be 18 in 3 months. It doesn't count.
Yeah, except they look forward to it.
No, I feel like Dennis.
You feel like Dennis?
I feel like I should have done more preparation.
No, you're fine.
But it's could you?
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what it's like to be on a date with Bill. I bet. No. I bet Bill. I bet you meet people on Tinder or in real life, and you ask them out, and they're thrilled. And I bet they're looking forward to the date. And then I bet they go on the date with you, and then you're about 20 minutes in, and then you get into a spiral.
No.
No, you don't.
Dude, let
you
me
don't
tell you.
spiral?
Let me
You
tell
don't
you.
spiral at all. You don't get into a thing where you're like, I feel like and then next thing you know, you're out with this chick for like 2 hours, and she's heard like an hour and a half of you being like, I mean, I don't, nothing's that wrong with me, and like it's like that's what happens. I guarantee you.
Let me tell you. Last week, okay,
It's fine.
Brutally honest podcast.
Let me tell you last
Coming
week
in
how
hot.
I laid down this pipe. Okay.
Yeah.
I just fucked up the pop filter. But okay, no, she's like, oh, like you're like, anxious weird thing. That's so cute.
That's what I said. I said it was like that, and then he just admits it. It's like
That's what they said.
Yeah.
I got that.
So you're just saying that
I'm not
Dennis is
saying-
right.
I got that awkward Riz. That's what they call it. Do you know what Riz is, Dennis?
yes.
Ooh, you know what it's short for?
No, I don't, but I'm familiar.
It's short for charisma.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I
It's
probably
like-
knew that.
It's like, please give me your number, please. That's Riz. That's Riz. And then this girl, I met her she's a friend of a friend.
I didn't say girls wouldn't like you. I just said I know exactly how the date would go.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I guess I tuned you out. My bad. Okay, tell me the date again.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, that's how the date would go.
This is exactly how the date is going. Exactly. It's exactly the way you are with everybody else. You're a genuine person, I assume. But you're fine. Like Arnie, like you're 19. You're fine. You'll figure it out.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
got time.
Dude, last week when I did the podcast, like I didn't notice that like my shirt was like halfway up. So like a part of the video I'm reviewing it, and it's like you just see my like gut poking out.
Then you got to do the whole podcast like from here up. From
No,
your
it's just
chest
like
up.
this. It's like a little bit like it, like enough to be like that's his stomach, but like not enough to be like super obvious. Not enough for me to feel the wind touching my skin. You know what I mean? But it's enough to notice. You ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand? No, I feel like I have good bedside manner. You know, I'm like I do the autism thing. You know, I do the thing where they like where I'm about to.
Those two sentences in sequence were interesting.
I can read people's minds, so I sense when like they want to have sex with me.
Is that the autism thing?
Yeah,
I've never had an autistic person say that.
I use their body language and words.
Right.
To know that when they want to have sex with me.
That's the opposite of autism.
Okay. And then, basically, and then, I'd be like, "Oh, is it okay if I have sex with you?"
Okay.
That's what I asked. I was like, "Hey, if you don't want me to do anything, let me know. You don't have to. You can just hang out if you want." And then they have sex with me. I get that. I got that awkward Riz. No, I mean honestly, she was like, or they were like, oh, like, I'm fine messing around. I just don't want to have sex.
Yeah.
This is the one from last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they were like, and then it got intense, and then I got that physical body Riz, and then she was like, oh, I want to have sex. I was like, oh sure. Then I was like, damn, I was that good. Okay, this isn't going anywhere. This is fine.
We're just judging you now. It's fine.
No. Okay. So, but I don't. Ew. Okay. First of all.
Ew.
No. No. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, but this is so. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Sounds like you had a good time.
And then I took.
But what
her,
do you like? What's the point? Okay.
But not her. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna keep this person
keep going.
anonymous. Okay. I took their.
What's her name?
No.
Okay.
I took
Anonymous.
their penis virginity. I took their penis virginity. First time they've been with a man, like a biological man. And then yeah, I don't know. I was a pretty good dick demonstration. That's what I like to call it. Okay. This is awkward. Okay. Dennis, tell me about yourself.
No, I can't
On that
follow
note-
that.
So-
Okay, so what's the point? You're just telling us.
I feel like usually when something happens to me and I'm talking to a girl, like I talk to girls
right.
like about like because they like understand and they like the feeling, but I feel really uncomfortable like talking to other women about like my intense detail the sexual encounters I have with women.
You feel
But-
uncomfortable sharing that?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you share it a lot. Are you uncomfortable all of the time?
No.
Are you uncomfortable most of the time?
No. I just like when I don't know something, I express it. When I'm confused, like I express it. Like it's really nice to have that immediate, like the immediacy of like, oh, if I'm confused, I just express that, and then if it confuses somebody else, I relish in it. I think there's a journey.
You like mutual confusion.
Are you worried? Are you telling the story about having sex with this random? Are you telling that because you want us to like validate you?
No, because it's like
and say like
it was.
That's good.
It
and
was
you're
cool.
Normal.
It was
like,
fun.
You want but you want something out of the story. Like you want us to be like,
hey, you know what? I'll play the other part. I'll tell after me telling the story, you guys be like, wow, that sounds like it was really fun. It's like, did you learn anything cool? No, because it's like, I don't know. Like when I tell other people about like playing really well in a video game, like the people and people know the video game, like people are like, wow, that's cool, like great job. But when I tell people when I'm good at sexing women, they're like, ooh, keep that away from me.
No,
you know?
I didn't. It was a joke. I'm fine talking about whatever.
No, you meant it.
No, it's just like I'm trying to figure out where you're going. Like, where are you going with this?
What's the point of the story?
I think he was talking about how I think the end
like
was,
you just like you got us in your basement, and then
I think
like,
I was.
then you're just like I'm good at sex.
I think
like what do you?
I think the point was like
You're gonna be really impressed when you get over here.
I think I got infinite amounts of risk. No, I just feel like I feel like so special. No, I just feel like
you're a very
I guess
special
this is a therapy session. I don't know what the point of this is. But I could talk about myself forever, but it's like I was
true.
I'm good. I'm a good listener. I'm on first dates and I can listen. I ask people what because going on with.
Do you believe him?
So Dennis, what? So,
I kind of believe. Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Do you? Okay. Well, no. Okay.
I stopped.
You have this like thing where you talk about yourself, like
yeah.
Like you're talking yourself up all the time.
Yeah.
But like why?
Because so on one level, like I love myself and I want to talk good about myself.
Okay.
And on another level, so
is it like self-care?
That's
something?
the unironic level. That's,
okay.
You have, but I'm on multiple levels. Okay.
All right.
So then there's the ironic level, because it's like it's so ridiculous. It's funny. Like why is he talking to himself? There's no reason. Like, and then that's the ironic level. And then there's the third, like meta ironic. I don't know the phrase for it, but like the third ironic, because most of my humor is self-depreciating. So when I do that self-depreciating humor,
self-deprecating.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the right word. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Chinese. You know that? That's my first language.
Yeah,
okay.
no, English is your second language.
So when I do that self-deprecating humor, sometimes it can come off like, oh, I don't like myself. And then in my experience, like I do that self-deprecating humor, I have to like supplement it with the opposite of self-deprecating, talking myself humor. But they're both humor and they both play on top of each other. Because like sometimes people look down on me because I'm goofy, silly, don't take myself seriously. And I want to like reverse that by talking super good about myself and like asserting that on others. And then also, if you do believe in this self-depreciation, it makes like saying I'm super cool like even funnier.
I feel like I've heard you do the self-deprecating, like joking material from a stage though, and you just do the like super positive self-love in personal conversations and just in real life.
Yeah.
Which makes it sound like not a joke.
Yeah, I mean, I do like myself. What do you mean?
That's true. But you said that you say it as a joke, and it's like it doesn't come off that way. It just comes off as like slightly arrogant.
So I don't know if you heard of this little
insecure
thing called irony. So there's irony, and then so just like saying something you don't believe in, and then there's post irony, which is saying something in a funny way that you do believe in, and then there's meta irony, which is kind of the idea of explaining something that you don't necessarily believe or don't believe it. This is way more serious than I thought it was gonna be, but so there's this level. So okay,
you missed dramatic irony.
I'm gonna steal. Dramatic irony is more like in a story, but
yeah.
My shirt's coming off again. My shirt's coming off again.
Stop undressing in your basement.
It's just no. So there's an idea. This is way serious. So you have the first level, which is like, I'm gonna steal it from some guy I watched, but iDubbbz. But
J-Reg, iDubbbz.
Yeah, he's like, I like eating shit.
The
Or
the Sam Hyde documentary. Yeah. I knew. I was like, I felt like I was watching someone do an impression of that just now. Yeah. Okay.
But it's the
All
same
right.
thing.
Yeah. Let's
But
go.
I agree with the idea. I like the idea. So you have the first level irony, which is like saying something you don't mean. Like I eat shit. I love eating shit. And then the second level, which is like post irony, which is like, I don't like eating shit. I don't know why you would ever think I don't like eating shit. Or I like eating shit, because I definitely don't like eating shit. Because I don't eat shit. Like that's but there's like a humorous thing, because it's like there's an expectation of it being diverted.
Right.
And there's like a meta irony is kind of this idea. You don't fully believe in an idea, but with you're engaging with it to kind of explore the concept. Like, it's like the chair shit. It's like, I love chairs. What if you put a chair on top of another chair, and talking about how much I love chairs? Because we never think about, just like our own families, chairs support us. It's like, I don't actually think that like chairs are super important, but I also like don't think that chairs are not important. But I just think the idea is something interesting to explore and like funny because of how absurd it is.
Mm-hmm.
I hate being so smart. It's such a burden. Oh my god. This is me like on a date.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
So I'm like intentionally,
Speechless.
I've tried not to talk for this whole thing.
Why?
Because I wanted to see how far you'd go. And honestly,
I will go forever, but I just want you to be the focus.
no, you don't.
I love you.
Nobody has to be the focus. Okay, so
You're
what?
in the middle. You're in the hot seat.
You first of all, you just assumed you didn't even ask if we knew what like irony or meta irony is. You just launched into a lecture about what it is. Okay. What's the meta irony of you saying you like dick this girl down with?
Because it's like I didn't say that. I didn't say it. I said I laid down the pipe. I didn't say I dicked her down. So that is I think that's post irony. I don't think it's meta irony, because it's because I liked it. It was fun. It was nice. It was like an exploration of like all the ideas I've been building on my relationships with women, and like applying that, and that person had a good time. And guys, she came first. I came in second, not because I didn't deserve first place, but because I'm a generous lover. Okay.
I feel like you're just trying to be sincere.
Yeah, that's post irony.
No, but you're just like literally trying to be sincere, and you want us to be like to validate that. Like you want us to be like,
You said this
you're
is gonna
recording us in your basement, and you want us just to be like, that's awesome. Like how often does that happen?
Or you could be like, that's not awesome, and that would be comedical in a sense.
I mean,
Comedical.
Yeah,
I love you.
English
Bill.
is my second language.
But I mean, to get back to my main point,
Yeah,
I feel like this is probably what it's like all the time.
somebody likes it somewhere. Somebody somewhere.
I mean, I get enjoyment. I mean, this is enjoyable for me.
Do you want a White Claw?
What?
Do you want a White Claw?
I'll take a White Claw.
I'll be right back.
Dude, he's
Okay, go
seducing
talk. Go
us.
talk.
Okay, we're gonna talk while you're gone.
He's old enough to serve it, but not old enough to drink it.
So, I don't even know if I really want a White Claw. I don't know. What's your take? Am I being like mean to him?
No.
Okay.
No. It's the
I want you to be like unironically happy.
the ghetto ass brutally honest podcast. You're being brutally honest.
This is my favorite flavor of White Claw, by the way.
That title was just for the first episode. Okay.
For episode 0.
Episode 0. Sorry.
I don't know.
I just think it's
a blob. I feel like
I tend to be brutally honest, so
Aren't
if I'm co-hosting with you, then
Thank
it'll
you.
be the brutally honest podcast.
Okay, that's a
But
good.
that name's already been taken, so
Thank you. No, we are all blobs. That's what I've been saying. Okay.
we
I
are
was
all
saying this.
blobs.
I was laying down my Riz again. That's the point I want to lay down my Riz to a couple ladies. I was listening to this song, whatever. This is a side note.
just
Listen
keep a
to
bunch of
songs.
White Claws in your room.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm cool. I don't even drink it. Oh, you want some Jello shot?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so it's like I was listening to this song. It's like I spell ladies with a B. You know what I mean? No, it's like bitches. I think.
Oh, okay.
Because I ain't the one. Yeah, be done like a poop butt. That's the lyric, I think. Okay. Anyway, so someone's like, I think someone's like, oh, like, someone mentioned like somebody being a lady, and I was talking to a girl, Summer. I was talking to Summer,
Okay.
and I was like, I don't even see you as like a lady, like a woman. You're just like a person to me.
That's so weird.
Like a cool blob with a personality that I just enjoy and love.
So Riz.
It's like she's like
The Riz is off the chart on this one. You called her a blob.
I said all women are blobs.
Well,
all
he
people are
said
blobs.
he said blob with a personality.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Isn't that like a red? Okay, so I was like, I don't like. What do you mean you don't see her as a lady?
Like,
Because it implies that if you see someone as a lady, there's something wrong with that.
I don't identify that person with their gender.
Right. So like that's kind of fucked up though, because then you're that's kind of like okay, that's kind of like if I was like talking to Onnie and I was just like, hey, I don't even like want to steal from you. He was saying like it implies like it's like you're like it's a compliment, but it implies that like your default
You're not good
is something
enough.
like there's something wrong.
Post irony.
You're deficient.
So I'm not sure this is. I think you're just replacing
wait.
when you try to be sincere with post irony because you're like afraid to be sincere.
No,
I think you desperately want to
I'm
be
not
sincere.
afraid to be sincere. I love sincere. It's just people can't handle like people like
Have
people.
This
you
is my main
tried?
Comedians can't handle genuine compliments, but if
That's
you,
not true.
Yeah, that's not true. Insecure people can't handle genuine
insecure
compliments.
people equal comedians.
No.
Can't handle compliments.
Excuse me.
There is insecurity in comedy. I agree with that.
Okay,
In general.
a lot of people are. It's just if you directly.
But that doesn't mean
compliment-
that you shouldn't be sincere.
But you gotta ease it if you do it in like a funny way, like hey, there's ways to compliment people. So sometimes it's like by saying something weird and they're like, what do you mean by that? And then the more they dig in, you come off more sweet, you know. So what happened with the conversation here? Let me explain to you how
Like nagging people.
No, I'm saying about saying something funny. Oh, this is something I fed. It was Father's Day, and I worked on Father's Day morning brunch. And I went up to a few people, and I was like, "So, do you have a good relationship with your father?" Like, I think that's funny.
That is
Like, they
funny.
all
I
laugh.
think that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, just stuff like that. I think people love it. But anyway, the blob conversation. Let's go back.
Okay. So you've already implied to her that normally when you see women,
No,
you see them as either lesser or objectified.
And then she's like, "What do you mean by that?" I was like, "Well, I don't see you or you as a woman. You guys are just like people with like identities. Like when I think of you, I think of you like being funny, like being like nice to me, listening to me." And then the other friend's like, "Oh," and then the other person's like, "Oh, I think you're like my greatest cheerleader and you're hot girl summer. That's what I think when I think of you." I'm super sweet. I'm just such a nice guy. And then she's like, you know, if I imagine you as a lady, it'd probably be in like a big dress and heels or something, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. Okay, to you, if you were to tell someone that you see them first and foremost as a lady, like what would that mean to you?
Cinderella, like Frozen, probably.
See, this is what I'm saying. It's like that's not a compliment.
I think of you as a lady.
No.
That's
It's
a
okay
princess,
to.
not a lady.
It's okay to see. I'm not even. God, oh my God.
There's so much to unpack.
No, there's
a
not a lot
Disney
to unpack.
princess.
There's not a lot to unpack. This is
There
actually
really
really
isn't.
simple. Okay, I see Onnie as a woman,
Yep.
as a lady. Okay, but that's like the only thing.
We talked about this on the last podcast. And we already agreed that she's one of the boys.
Okay, I do tell some girls that. Like I do tell.
Oh,
I've been called both.
I think it's. I had an theory that it's probably one of the most misogynistic things you could ever say.
I'm a misogynist. I mean, I'm honest enough.
I have a theory because it's like, not only, like I'm like some guys can't like I can't be friends with women, right? It's like some guys can't be friends with women so much that the women they are friends with they see as men. You know what I mean?
No, that's somewhat common though.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's very common.
Yeah.
I'm spitting facts.
Okay, so this is what all I'm saying is if when you say something like, Bill, what if I told you like I don't even see you as Chinese, like I just see you as like a normal person, like how does that sound to you?
Racist.
Yeah, exactly. So if you say, if you walk up to a woman, you're like, you know what? I don't even see you as a woman. I see you as like equal to me. Like,
As
what does
long-
that sound
I see
like
you
to
as
you?
a blob with
As a blob.
personality.
Yes, exactly. That's my point. You don't have to offend it.
As long as they make.
I just want to put this thought in your head.
As long as it makes them laugh. I had the exact same.
See, you're scared to be sincere because you want. Here's what you want, Bill. You want to put something out there.
No,
you want to put something. Of course you do. You're 19. You're a man.
I want teenage.
No, this is what you want. You want to put something out there.
Yeah.
And you want
plausible deniability.
Plausible. That's what I'm saying. You want someone to go, "Oh my God, thank you. This is so nice." Like, and then when they don't do that, instead of being like, "What did I say? What could I say differently? How could I explain myself better?" You fall back on like, "Oh, it's like this big joke." You see what I'm saying? Like that's what you do.
But that's good. I mean,
is that good?
I think it's just like being nice with.
It might be
steps.
something you should work on.
I think I'm perfect.
And I'm not even judging you, dude. I'm a mess. I'm just saying, that's what I see in you, and I like sincere Bill. I like sincere Bill because you'll say some shit, or we'll have little bits of, and sincere Bill doesn't mean non-funny Bill. Ooh. We'll have little bits of conversation where I really enjoy talking to you. And you're a sincere person. You brought us to your house. You cooked us dinner, and then. The minute you're scared you're gonna be judged or like you're not gonna get the thing you want, like the sex story you started out with that, like you fall back on this like long ass conversation about like meta irony and all this shit.
Yeah,
and
that was me being serious about meta irony. I genuinely thought that.
Do you agree with anything I'm saying?
I do. I think that sincerity also develops more with maturity, which I'm not saying you're immature
and I'm
for a 19-year-old, but like
no, there's nothing.
You're a 19-year-old.
And I'm not judging you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is what I see. And by the way, you did start this whole thing off by asking us. You literally said, Dennis gives me advice.
It's true.
Dennis,
you literally, this is all that same conversation that started like 20 minutes ago. And so that's what I'm trying to do.
No, you're fine. No, I just don't think people can handle me being sincere. I think people are, I watched a Seinfeld clip, and it was like, not Seinfeld, Curb Your Enthusiasm, is Larry David going up to Seth Rogen, and he's like, oh, like, why are you pretending to be dumb? He's like, oh, like, people like it when you're dumb. Like I'm pretending, like, people, it's more appealing, like, being the dumb person. It's like, Seth Rogen says to Larry, like, oh, like, what are you doing, like, pretending to be an asshole so that people can not like you, to be a smart and asshole?
Right.
I mean, it's just like, I'm serious. It's like, a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't like it. I don't know. That's my experience.
Isn't that their problem?
Yeah, but I can just, like, I can just superficially engage with them.
That's people pleasing.
It's fine, but it's like I enjoy joking around with people, so it's not like
no, that's fine.
It's not people pleasing where I learn different like approaches to like parse out the good and bad parts in interactions with people.
I just don't want you to feel like you can't bring something to the table.
It really it's hard.
Look at this.
No,
like he's got. I'm not trying to like say anything profound. Or
no, that's true. No,
I'm just saying like that's my concern.
I'm also not superficially complimenting you, like.
Oh my god, this is way more of an intervention than I thought it was going to be.
Right. I'm not. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm not like, oh, Bill, you're so amazing. Like you're a good guy. You seem like a good guy.
This is No, I think I do have things to put at the table. I think it's like I noticed that a lot of times people didn't like me being serious, and a lot of times they would be like, oh, you think about things too much. Oh, you don't have to rationalize everything. Duh, I'm retarded. Sorry. Sorry, but it's like a lot of
maybe that's why they didn't like interacting with you.
Because I'm an asshole. No, people say because people don't like you when I'm serious. Because I've heard down the grapevine.
Yeah.
No, people don't. It's like I don't think I think I'm very self-assured around like very specific things that I know. And then some people don't like it when like I say, hey, I don't think so. Like people don't like it that like I have. In my opinion, I
have a worry that we stopped recording a while ago.
So you see the red there,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's still going.
It's just very slow.
Okay.
The time lapse up there, yeah.
Okay.
But now you can
okay,
see
I see. Okay, all right.
the vertical bar.
I was looking at. Okay, yeah.
Dennis is
how you can
tweaking.
tell.
Thank you.
For
You're
real,
welcome.
on God, doesn't know what's happening.
On God.
No cap.
No cap.
No, okay. This is an intervention. This is okay.
This is not an intervention.
This feels
First
like
of all,
an
you
intervention.
picked this entire topic.
This is a
like
podcast.
me going in a room with a bunch of friends and being like, I have a drug problem. And then they're like, what? And then they're like, well, maybe. And then I'm like, this is an intervention. You're like, if this is an intervention, like you're running the intervention. You could change the topic to giraffes right
This
now,
is
dude,
a
and I will talk to you about it.
No,
Yeah.
but I mean, if this is interesting, we can
Is
pursue
this an intervention or a cry for help?
No, I mean, this is fine. If you guys want to maintain this, I'm down. I want to follow
This is
through.
your show. I want to be a guest on your show and talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Okay,
I didn't
okay,
bring
we
any
can-
topics.
Neither
I'll
did Bill.
give you some time, and then maybe we can swap. We can make a swap because I don't, because you're the guest, so you're the star. So why can't it be about you or whatever? It's fine. I'm an attention whore. I
True.
acknowledge in my mind that I'm an attention whore, and that if I find the opportunity to give someone else the attention, I should take it. I was at work the other day, and I was at work the other day.
Yeah.
I was at work the other day.
There's a really good transition there.
Yeah, I was at work the other day, and they were telling me like, hey, that like if you work a certain amount of hours, you can get like a email that says that you qualify for health insurance, right? And then she says that like when everybody is around and like in a circle listening to the boss, and then I look at my phone and try to look for the email because I saw it. I'm just trying to pull it up again, and then my boss immediately goes, "Don't be here if you're gonna be a distraction." I didn't say anything. All I did was pull my phone up. Then I was like, "What? I just look at the email."
That's a relatable story. We've all been there at work, I think.
I don't know.
We've all had jobs.
Because I'm an attention whore. Because I'm a distracting, lovable attention whore. What is like attention whore? It's like I sell people for attention.
I sell my attention, dude. I sell. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
You sell out
sell
yourself
yourself
for
your
attention.
attention.
This
Yeah.
is no. I really like. Okay. Serious. Interesting. It's the serious versus the superficial. A lot of times people will give me advice and I'll be just like, no, I don't think so.
I know.
We've all seen you.
And then people don't resent me for that. They don't like when you.
No.
People say I'm a know-it-all.
No. Well, okay. Well, generally, if you ask for advice, generally, even if you're not going to take the advice, you just be like, thank you. You don't have to take advice.
Sometimes I do that, but sometimes people I'll be like, hey, don't give me advice. And then people don't
But
like
are you
when I-
asking for the advice or are they just giving you unsolicited advice?
Right. That's a huge difference.
There's a massive difference.
Okay, in what scale? There are times where I've done that and I realized that I've made my mistake, but I think most of the time, I think
You don't have to take unsolicited advice.
the only time where I felt like I had a right to be upset about it is when I didn't ask for it and I said, hey, stop. But whatever. This is
So like I used to work in banking and I had a friend of mine whose personal finances were a wreck and was like, hey, you work in banking, can you give me some advice on how to like get my personal finances back like in a good spot? And I was like, yeah, step 1, you need to budget. And then he was like, I don't budget. I don't do that. And then I was like, well, that's step 1. So we can't go forward until you do that.
Yeah.
And then like 4 years later, he came back and he was like, I budgeted. But anyway, there's a difference between him coming to me and asking for that advice and me telling him, hey, you need to, put together a budget versus me going up to some other person and being like, your finances are kind of a wreck. I think you should budget. I work in a bank, so like I know what I'm talking
definitely
about.
The second, because I think there are a few times. I think there's very few times where I ask people for advice.
Right.
But the other times people were fucking. This has traumatized me. Why don't you do more stories, Bill? Why don't you do more long form jokes?
Well,
I'm gonna shoot myself. You're ass crack.
I know. I'm sorry.
What do you?
This is okay.
What's going on?
All right. Look. Okay.
Why are you standing up?
Because I'm gonna go pee. This is the worst pants day I've ever had. I put all of my pants in the washer this morning, and then I had to leave, and I was in shorts, and then I wanted to wear jeans, and then they're all wet, so my pants are wet, and I didn't put on a belt, so I had no, wait, do I have a belt? No. Okay. So my pants don't fit me, and they're wet, and I feel like shit. And I burnt my mouth on pizza yesterday, so I'm very uncomfortable.
You cut your forehead on a cabinet.
And I
door.
come on for this is a shitty day. I'll be right back.
Okay, we're gonna talk. It's just gonna be me and Onnie in my
Yay.
basement with the camera on.
Awkward.
So there's nothing bad will ever happen because you have Pikachu and Rick and Morty, and the camera's on there. Camera commits crime. A camera can't commit crime. You know what I
but
mean?
I can't shoot people.
Okay, so this is interesting. My mind got broken.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly people being like, oh, why don't you try like doing stories, or like, why are you like, it's I think people really don't like it when they're like, hey, could I give you some advice, and they're just like, no.
Yeah.
No.
And if you wanted to be polite and someone's like, hey, can I give you some advice, you can like listen to their advice, you can hear them out, but you don't have to take it, right? You can tell them like, oh, I'll take that into consideration, or oh, I'll think about that. You can think about it, like even unsolicited advice isn't always bad.
Yeah.
But
I would listen
you can
to them
also
and be like,
weigh the options and be like, okay, I don't agree, right? So like I have a creative writing background too, and I used to go to writing workshops and things all the time. And I would have people like give me feedback on excerpts that I would bring, or like stories that I was working on. And a lot of the feedback was really good because I'm a single person writing this piece. And so I'd get feedback from like 8 or 10 people with their thoughts, and they'd be like, oh, maybe you should change this, or I think it would work better if you did this. And a lot of times I would listen to them and be like, yeah, that sounds great. But sometimes I would hear their advice and be like, actually, I don't agree with that, because I know long term like what I'm planning to do with this, and your piece of advice does not fit my end goal. And so if you know what your end goal is, or even if you just know yourself, right, with your comedy, like, you know what feels best for you on stage. You've been on stage doing this, right? So
Yeah.
you know how you operate best.
So, yeah, I talked to a girl. I've been there.
Wow.
She was
Unbelievable.
Latina. She was like, I feel like you never got, I've said this to Dennis probably. I've probably said this about you. You never got the weird bullied out of you. That's what she said to me, right? Okay.
That's a mean thing to say.
This other girl I was talking to, she was just like, well, like, what is it? The feelings are nice, but I wish you'd take us a bit bigger.
She said that like unironically.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then
dude, people are savage.
That was me.
Was that the same chick who said the first thing?
No.
About how you had to get bullied?
No. No,
that would have been a great person.
So-
That would, yeah.
she also said stuff that like the girl who said the feelings are nice, but I wish it was a bit bigger. She also said that like the average height for guys are like 6 foot.
That's not
that's
true.
not even-
And I was
true.
trying to tell her that like it's like the start of May, so it's not technically summer yet. And she's like, no, it's summer. It's hot. She's,
You dated a dumb person. Dude, okay, that's my number one sin when I date people, like, as boring, dumb people.
Oh no, she wasn't boring.
She probably would have ended up boring you. She
No.
sounds like you can't even have a conversation with her.
No, she.
You're
was...
arguing about whether it's hot outside or not. Why do you laugh like that? I love you. I feel like you're doing a joke. You're doing it like a bit.
I'm
Playing a
pretending
character.
to laugh.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, don't. Okay, so they said, let it roll. Just fuck. You know.
I mean, it's fine. I think
Why
it's funny.
Why would you want to deal with someone who doesn't want to deal with you?
No, she wanted to deal with me. She was cool. Like we kept having sex after she said that.
Yeah.
Even now I'm amazed. Like I was 16 and I was just like, I just laughed and then I kept having sex with
She
her.
was 16 probably, or around
What?
the same. She was probably around your
Yeah.
same age, so you know.
She was at 29.
Yeah. She asked me what's the weirdest porn I've ever watched, and then immediately after we broke up, she used it against me.
That makes sense. Dude, you're dealing. I mean, look, she's immature.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect? I don't know.
I think her
Doesn't make her a bad.
I think her
person.
melons were bigger than the size of her brain. That's my theory. Okay.
So this might be. Oh, by the way, I accidentally locked your guest bathroom.
You locked it?
I locked it, or your mom did, or somebody did, so I couldn't go back in there.
Oh.
You're gonna steal my nail polish?
No, it's not. I don't even have to go. I
No.
accidentally.
No, my mom brought a little girl over and she stole my nail polish.
Oh, that sucks.
By like $30. It's fine. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm so upset. No, okay. I quit my
You know,
job.
so his mom
Wait,
shut the-
why did your
shut
mom bring a little girl over?
My mom just takes care of random Chinese little girls.
Okay.
That's fine.
Philanthropy.
Okay, she was taking care of her. It sounded like it's just like, hey, little girl, come over here.
Yeah, we both get along with little girls. You know what I mean?
Don't say that
Little girls love me.
on the internet.
Okay, so I quit my job. I quit my
Yeah.
Okay.
Story time.
Dennis, do you want? So, how did you get into comedy?
Like in general, like I don't know. I started at Stanford's.
Oh, do you have any? good
Me and a
stories from
buddy, me and one of
Stanford's?
my really good friends at the time, we went to.
Yeah.
We
do you
just
have
were like, let's do an open mic. This
Is
is
it-
the most boring story. In the
any- and
world.
it's changed your life.
No, I mean maybe a little, but
Do you like?
Look at you now. Work at the comedy club.
I would have been better
Kansas
prepared.
City.
I should have delved deep into your background and history, but I didn't prepare well
He
enough.
didn't
I'm
stalk
sorry.
you. Did
What
you
did-
stalk me? Did you find out anything really interesting about me?
One day I'll find something interesting about you. Boom.
Cool.
roasted.
roasted.
I would like to know when
Uh,
you do.
Yeah, I mean, I would like. I
You're so mysterious. Now I know you have a fake name.
I'll tell you
Annie's like
after.
a Catwoman. That's what she's like. But she's really big. Like Catwoman mixed with Star Wars.
Like Halle Berry Catwoman? Because
Yeah, definitely
I
Halle
disown
Berry.
that.
like, like she knows how to use makeup and dress like a stripper. I don't know. What was the Halle Berry Catwoman again?
Halle Berry,
saw that
it was just not a good movie.
Like really bad
Oh.
movie.
It's just
I guess.
B-rate movie.
She dressed like a stripper.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Was that song? It's like,
She also didn't like Halle Berry's a great actress, but that movie was not good.
yeah. It's like kind of how I'm a great comedian.
But
Okay.
your sets just bomb all the time. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. I
It's
feel
not
like I do
true.
well. You texted me. She
You do.
texted me during the middle of my own set.
I texted you that you're the best comedian. Oh wait, no, that was you texting.
Yeah, I
yourself
took her phone
from my
afterwards
phone.
and texted me that I'm the best comedian. But during my set, I had the notifications on, and she's texting me on Facebook Messenger. Oh my god, that tag you added was so funny. That's she was
It
the
wasn't
soy
a
face.
tag. It was a transition.
Perhaps couldn't you say they're one and the same?
No.
Okay. So Dennis, this advice part could be funnier, but I think it is profound in a way because I'm learning things now. Okay, and I don't usually because usually I know everything. Okay, so no, I just feel like I have more of an identity than a lot of comedians. I feel like a lot of I don't dislike comedy at all, but I feel like a lot of comedy is boring. But that's just a lot of comedy is derivative. I think necessarily so, but
That's fine.
that's fine.
You can think that.
But like, I just feel like people don't like. I'm not sure people worship me for like being different or whatever. I'm not trying to be different. I'm trying to be myself.
Okay, yeah, you should. That's
And
what you should be doing.
That's
and
good.
also like, I just think I should like. I'm a human goddamn being. I'm having a human experience. I'm like valid or something.
You are
You
valid.
are valid.
Okay, this is more like therapy. So Dennis.
We
so,
are on a couch.
So Annie.
So Bill.
I did research into you, Dennis. And
Yeah.
the research was that you like antiques. Okay. So I bought this.
Because
bought
one
these-
time I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, because I.
Yeah.
I actually do.
So,
Okay, let's see. All right.
I thought I bought this. Okay, you can see the Goodwill stickers on it, but
Yeah, that's okay.
I thought it was cute. You
me
can see
see.
how much I paid for it.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll show it to the camera first because that's who really matters. Okay.
Oh, I like that.
That is cool.
It's
I
a-
like that. I would put it on my
cute little bird.
bookshelf.
And then I thought this looked well with its little paintbrush.
Aw.
I thought it was.
Thank
I
you.
thought maybe you'd like that.
Thank you.
Just,
I like how you called it a little paintbrush when it's like 3 feet long.
but it's not like the design foreground. You know, the design foreground is the hummingbird, and the paintbrush is like a. What do you think, Dennis?
I like it. Thank you.
Now you got a paintbrush that is your size finally.
I've been using little paintbrushes.
I made it funny. You can only get that if you saw it on the video because the paintbrush is comedically large, just like Dennis.
They can see it.
So I took my brother to Worlds of Fun yesterday, and he's
How old is he?
He's 22. He's 6'4", and he doesn't like. He has to like squish into a lot of the rides, which I'm sure like I'm familiar with, you're familiar with. But yeah, so we went on the Patriot, which has like the where your legs dangle. And he was like, "Oh, finally, a ride that fits."
Then he lost his legs.
Yeah.
in one of the loops.
I don't know. I like motorcycling and like carnival rides are cool until you see like a video of like it malfunctioning and someone dying.
Yeah.
It's like comedy. No, it's like I've never done wrong. I've always been perfect. So like I feel like there's nowhere to grow.
Always
I'm
perfect.
kidding. But dude, that
self-development is
no, like
dead.
I feel like I'm doing great. Like I did Don't Tell. I did a guest spot on Don't Tell the other day. And I feel like they said you're getting better. But I don't know.
That's good.
It's just sometimes I feel like I'm being torn by two. I'm being gaslit. Gaslit.
Nobody's gonna.
Why do you feel like you're being gaslit? What makes
because
you feel
some
that
people
way?
be like, "Oh, someone literally told me." And to be fair, I think this person's a little. I'm off my rocker. I think he's a little off his rocker too, which is fine. But they said like, "Oh, I think you're delusional."
Who told you that?
I'm not. What to say?
Tell me after.
Yeah,
I want to
but,
know.
But like, or say like, "Oh, like why don't you do story like or like your one-liners are gay or like all this stuff." Like, I mean, it's not dumb, but it's just like, it's just like, I don't know. And then I don't feel like I'm. Oh, this is way so serious. I don't feel like I'm super. I don't feel like I'm not exactly in the place I want to be, but I'm not in like a bad place either.
How long have you been doing comedy?
Less than 2 years.
Okay, you're fine.
Also, people
Also
are gonna
19.
harass you no matter what. Like I was talking to a comic the other day who posted
Hates women.
Who posted on their Snapchat story and like Instagram story a little recording of their comedy, and they had notes with them because it was an open mic and they were doing brand new material that they wrote like that day. And somebody commented like, "Why do you have notes? It's so unprofessional." And it's someone who's never done comedy, who's never been to a show, who has no idea what this, and they're just like judging this person. It's like,
People are
that
like
doesn't
dude.
matter.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
People-
but it
people are
does
like
matter because
that.
I feel like I am getting pushback from like whatever. I feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm not putting myself.
if you're getting pushback from people that you genuinely respect, that you feel like the reason that they're telling you what they're telling you is from a place of "I want you to get better," then take that feedback. But if you're getting pushback or negative feedback from someone who is upset with their own comedy or has never done comedy, doesn't understand, like if they don't understand the process,
we can
yeah.
we can get into more specifics later.
Okay.
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 Oh, so wait, we can talk about.
Well, yeah, no. Listen to what she said.
Hoi.
Don't.
Okay,
Okay, all right.
Okay. This is so serious. Okay, this is so serious. Okay, I quit my job.
All right.
Wow.
Good job. Congratulations.
So I worked there.
I'm shocked.
And everyone loves me, and I'm amazing at my job. Yesterday, everyone was like freaking out, but I was just like, I'm bored, and I'm gonna eat this extra food. I'm gonna eat this Mexican meatloaf with tortillas that we cook at Red Door, and I'm gonna stuff my face.
What is
with
Mexican
Oh,
meatloaf?
it kind of sounds good though.
It comes with like bell peppers, like onions.
Does
and
it
stuff.
have
I'm
like
allergic to it.
vegetables inside of it?
I don't know. I know it comes with sunny side eggs too and tortillas.
Okay,
and,
that sounds fine.
bell peppers. I like the steak and eggs. It's like the same thing but with steak instead of meatloaf. I think that's better. Okay, if you want to know my recommendations at Red Door, I've
been to Red Door like one time in my life.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been.
no, it's just like, oh wow, this is gonna be a serious podcast. I see it.
Someone
now.
else took me there.
I quit my job because I'm better than working in a capitalistic society where the proletariat have to push the bourgeoisie's agenda. Okay, because
How many of those words do you know what they mean?
I understand Marxist theory. Okay,
Do you?
I understand that socialism is just a halfway point to communism. I understand that some animals are equal, but some
Animals are more equal
than others.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Who wrote that?
Animal Farm, George Orwell. Have you read 1984?
Yes.
Oh.
So you're a communist now.
No.
Neither
No.
was Orwell, so you're good.
I remember this joke. I think it's like, is it?
Are you a sock dumb?
There's this Twitter thing, but it's like there's this Twitter thing. It's like you know, in my ideal communist society, I would be exempted for work because of my asthma and my
What? Why wouldn't you just do something that like?
And
didn't-
No.
from physical labor because of my asthma, and then my new occupation will be anime appraiser. forgot.
Everybody imagines
That's from
like
Twitter. I
like the
forgot.
future or like communism, like they're gonna have like the best end of it.
Right.
Like
Well,
nobody.
it's funny. Like, so I'm not socialist communist much, but I have been in the arts for like a couple of decades now.
You collect friends
and
people.
everyone everyone in theater is like, oh, socialism is the best.
Oh my
and it's
gosh.
like, you realize the first thing to go in a socialist society is the arts, right? Like, you're not gonna have your job. You're gonna be doing work, but it's gonna be
No,
physical
people are
labor.
delusional. They think like, oh
You're
my
not
god,
gonna
to
be a
live my
singer
dream life.
in the socialist society that you, think is
I'm
gonna be
telling you,
amazing.
I'm gonna be doing comedy, and I'm still gonna hit my steal quotas. Okay. Okay. So no worries about that.
Have you read One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisowicz?
No, but I intelligent. See, oh my god, my IQ is so high. My
I
IQ
think you
is
should
so,
read this
No,
book.
I just sometimes I feel like I'm a man, and then sometimes I feel like I'm a gay retard in a white man's world. You know what I mean?
Is that the name of your special?
Yeah.
Gay retard in a white man's world. I love that.
Yeah, I just sometimes I feel like I'm just not killing, but other times like I go somewhere new and then I just make like an absurd amount of friends and like meet like new people. Like I was in like the return section of the Walmart, and I saw one of my ex coworkers there, and I was showing them my comedy. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, my favorite comedian is Mark Norman." I was like, "That's crazy. Mine is too." This is a picture of me with him and him with my mom. And then it's like, I'm also hilarious, like Mark Norman. And then another Walmart worker was like, "Hey, do you work at Red Door?" Like, I go to Red Door. And I was like, "I do work at Red Door." Well, that's cool. Like, I'll see you there next time. And then I'm famous.
And now you won't.
I'm famous. I'm famous from
You
Red Door.
won't see them there next time, though.
I got recognized at work. I never said this on the podcast before.
What?
I got a group of 4 people came up to me and was like,
You're
"Hey."
blocking your face from the camera right now. With your hand.
They don't need to see my face. They just need to hear my buttery smooth voice.
It's camera etiquette, okay?
You know,
Meanwhile, I'm over here like hiding behind this microphone. But you're like fully.
I like audio files. You know what I mean? I can make. Ever made a woman come by the sound of your voice? I have. Okay.
That's
Okay.
not what an audiophile is, but
Um,
okay.
Audiophilic.
Yeah, that's not what audiophilic is.
People who like sound.
Kind of, yes. Continue.
Okay, so
You got recognized at your job.
What are we talking? Oh, you got recognized for comedy.
Yeah.
At your
At work.
waitering.
I was at my job.
Yeah, okay.
And then someone's like, "Oh my god!" It's like, "Do you perform comedy at
Big
Murph's
deal. Me too.
Pub?"
No, I'm kidding.
I'm in Overland Park, so it was, "Do you perform comedy in Lawrence?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I
Oh,
do."
that's pretty crazy, yeah.
And then I'm cool.
I got
cool.
recognized after class one time.
For comedy
Yeah. It was
Holy-
like after the second or third time that I had done it.
class.
Yeah. I
What
was in
class?
class. I was at a night class for business.
I
took
need to
night
do some
classes.
more research on you.
Why?
Cause I just didn't know you were doing business classes.
Yeah, I used to own a business.
Businesswoman.
That's easy to find out on my Facebook. I'm pretty sure it still says that I own that business.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that too. I think I
Yeah,
saw that
yeah.
too. That's right. I you know when you're Spider-Man like me, you gotta take a leap of faith, and sometimes
I
that
didn't
means not
realize
being
you were
prepared
Spider-Man.
enough.
I got recognized by an Uber driver as being a previous Uber passenger one time.
Nice.
I had like this really fucked up Uber ride, and then like a year later, I got the same Uber driver, and that was also. These are like and then not a year later, maybe a few months later, and then when he got to my house, he was like, "Oh my god, you were that guy!"
Oh no.
And I was like, "That's cool." No, we had
The
a
thing-
good. We weren't. It wasn't bad. It's not like I
Okay,
threw up in his
okay,
car or
okay.
anything.
The
Well,
thing
that's
is,
good.
like,
Since we're talking,
do you know Dane
recognized.
O'Connor?
Yes.
So Dane has a family.
Yes.
He's also gay.
What?
Okay. He's also
He has
gay.
a family?
Only one of those are related to the story. So his family came to the improv open mic. Or
Okay.
it was like a bringer show, so you had to bring audience members.
Right.
Right.
And then Dane said, "Oh my god, like my family liked you," and they were the only comic they remembered. Because
That's funny.
And then I went. I won't. I've been recognized a few times. I'm trying to remember, but it's like I feel like I'm memorable if anything else on stage.
That's true.
I can
Like
see that.
you you do definitely stand out in an open mic, especially.
Okay. This leads into the quitting comedy thing, but like someone told me, like I just feel like when people start out,
You
I
should
feel like
quit.
people
No,
just
I'm
get.
kidding.
I
Don't
feel like
quit.
people get irritated. I think people don't understand exactly what I'm doing. And then when they first see me, they enjoy the novelty, but they don't like. But when they like see me more and more often, they don't understand the process. Like other comedians, I think that's what happens. Because
I think too, like with open mics especially, you see the same people do the same material so many times that like you're not seeing it from an audience perspective anymore.
But I had a comedian. I had a comedian come up to me like, man, I really enjoy like how you really like push the limits of comedy, man. I really enjoy it.
Uh-huh.
And then a year later, he's like, I think you're delusional. Because I remember, and then I talked to a woman about this, and then they're like, I really like your like comedy because it's like you're like incelish. She's like, you're incelish, but we can still like empathize with you, and then make us realize how we're all a little bit of incel on the inside.
That's good. It's a persona.
Yeah, persona.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, why you shouldn't? First of all, you shouldn't care that much about what other comics.
It is important because they book shows, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, like one person liked you and they didn't like you. And...
No, it's just like it's interesting to see how the perspective shift, and I'm trying to understand where my place in the comedy scene is because I feel like I should push more, but I did push, and then I didn't get good results. You can push, and that's why I'm quitting my job because I want to. Because I made enough money where I don't need to support myself. I got a full grant for like going to school next year for JCCC. I kind of want to travel before the end. I also want to ask for more shows, but maybe I just feel like I should get booked more. But like that's the feeling I get like locally. But I traveled and those always go well. I always go do like Denver. They offered to book me, like a couple of comedians offered to book me next time I come in. I made like pretty good friends with people. One guy said, hey, do you want to live with me? I need a roommate, $500 a month. Pretty good for Denver.
That's really good for
yeah.
Denver.
Maybe you should do that. Honestly.
That's good.
Well,
for
you got
here.
a full ride to school next year, so
No, I just
do that.
Yeah,
Instead.
but it's community college. They
Yeah.
got those in Denver.
Yeah, but it's like I think Denver. I want to revisit, but it's like I saw that path, but I think that would have been too hard of a left turn for me. I think I could have done it, but it's like I think like at least with a year and a half of restaurant experience, I could get like a serving job if I go there this time.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to build certain things and build certain projects, and I feel like uplifting my life. I wouldn't be against it, but not at this stage of life. Anyway, a guy was like, "Hey man, if you want to attack comedy, like live here in Denver with me. Like $500 a month. I need a roommate."
Denver is a good place to do that.
Yeah, and then it's just like, and he's like, he also books a lot of shows. So I felt like, and that guy got me this. Like I just felt like, wow, like people like me, and I captured people, and I don't.
What do you want to do? Like, what are your goals?
What do you want to do with your life, William?
I want to, I guess my. This is interesting. I don't know. I want to be like a quote unquote like real comedian. I guess like that means like, making a certain amount of money from it, or like gaining like I'm sure there's like certain milestones, but it's like one milestone is like Instagram follower count. That's not everything, but like that'd be nice. Being able to go on the road like and like know people like from all over the city, like being able to go to like the big cities, and then kind of just like growing as a comedian. I kind of want to like I just don't want to look at myself and be like, oh wow, like I'm in the same place. That's why I feel like if I stayed in that job, it would have been more complacent than if not, because I could have been like, oh, I'm too busy to do any of that. I'm busy working, but I don't need the money. So being there would have just been an exercise in futility, just as being part of the proletariat is often.
And you want to like, what are you studying at school? Like,
Political science.
Okay.
And then I'm doing politics, and I'm engaged with that, and I got infinite riz. So like, I'm really good at engaging with people. Especially on politics.
Yeah.
He's engaged. He's engaged. I just give him White Claws. So
there. Yeah, I'm like drowsed out from the network.
No, I mean,
you're not delusional. I don't think you're a delusional person.
Sorry.
Okay, that looked a little delusional.
That was me.
Don't you think there's a lot of navel gazing, though? Don't you think there's a lot of like, not with you necessarily. I'm just saying like, don't you feel like
So
there's a lot of like, oh, what color is my tuxedo going to be when I go to the Comedy Central Awards? It's like, dude, just fucking do comedy. Like,
in what?
You don't like in comedy. Don't you feel like there's a lot of like there is an element of delusion, right?
But the thing is, like, someone said that like people don't like sometimes relationships are like just two people sucking each other's dicks. Okay, it's like when you stop, and people don't like it when you stop sucking their dick. They're like, "Why just?"
Yes,
no,
that's true. That's
that
true.
felt good.
And you're gonna find out. The older you get, you're gonna find out a lot of the people you consider friends right now, they're just your friends right now because you're like a playmate to them.
Oh,
or you suck their dick.
I
and this is just gonna be and this is something you're gonna continually find out until you realize that you have like 3 real friends.
I'm already at that point. That already happened to me. I already
yeah.
lost an entire friend group.
It's okay. You'll lose more. There's
you'll keep losing more friends. You'll make new ones that you lose too.
I can't even tell you how many friend groups I've lost.
No, I already.
I just
Yeah, I just need to find a.
It's okay to be focused on your goals.
Ever heard YBN Corday?
No.
He's like, I need a bad bitch with a tummy tuck. You know what I mean? I was broke as fuck, down on my ass, had the lowest luck. Need to find me a bad bitch with a tummy tuck. That's how I feel.
You need a bad bitch with a tummy tuck.
Yeah.
Don't
Nothing wrong with some plastic surgery.
Dude, get your poli-sci degree.
So I have 2 options. So
what happens if you get that and you decide you want to do not comedy? At least you're not like quitting school.
Then I would like organize. Then I would be like an organizer.
A community organizer.
No, I would be like a campaign
political
canvasser organizer.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah. And I have talent and I have potential in that. I'm good at it. I'm good at serving. I'm good at everything I do because I'm kind of exceptional individual. So, so I think I have 2 options. So I have 2 options for college. So you have the first 2 years and then the last 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
right.
one way. So I can. So the last 2 years I can transfer to KU.
Right.
Okay. Or I think this is only available to me if I get a scholarship because I don't want to pay that much money.
It's a lot of money.
But I don't know. There's also not. There's like I think it's like there's a one in Colorado that's like an hour away from Denver. But I don't know. That costs a lot of money.
Dude, go to whatever school.
But like
you want.
There are like only certain types of colleges that you can transfer from JCCs. You do like check transfer agreements, and there's KU's one of them, and then there's like I think it's like Colorado Springs. I think is one of them.
Maybe.
And I think and then that'd be cool. And then I could do comedy like on the weekends and do college.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then, but I think college is like a huge focus for me because then I think I can if I can pay for it by doing it well, which I think I have the potentiality to, because I did the placement test and I got honors composition, like honors writing, and I got into pre-calc.
Nice.
So
good,
and good. I got a 1.8 GPA in high school, so I'm killing it. This is way too serious. I feel like
Did you say you got a 1.8 GPA?
Yes.
What happened? Like, what were you? Because you're smart.
Did you just not go to class?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was depressed.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that makes sense.
Wait, when did you graduate high school?
2021.
Okay, yeah, no.
Oh,
makes
God.
sense.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's an awful time to be in school.
Yeah.
You almost should ask for a fucking do-over, bro. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
My brother graduated the year before.
2020.
Yeah.
That would be rough, too.
So
yeah,
he was in college for like 8 weeks, I think, before he quit because he went there for football and they stopped practices. Well, they stopped games, and then they stopped scrimmages, and then they stopped practices, and then they stopped workouts entirely. So he was just like quarantined in his room by himself doing the like.
Why did we do this to kids?
Yeah. So he left.
Why? That's awful.
Yeah, no, it's
Dude,
not.
I feel
okay.
like you fucked up so many people's lives with that shit.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. The bourgeoisie, man. Okay, so no, the thing with
awful. Dude,
I never got to do prom.
Yeah.
You didn't miss out.
And I broke
I skipped. I went to my junior year, then I skipped my senior year.
And then I broke my leg the first, like the early May 2021. So I went to graduation in a wheelchair, high on hydrocodone. It's probably somewhere in the house still. I don't know. I never didn't use all of it. Not saying that I would give it to you, but I think the idea of me having hydrocodone on me is humorous.
It also loses potency after a year, so like it's not going to be as strong.
So then I can do it all at once then?
No.
You should take the whole bottle.
Well, now that you mentioned it.
No.
You should just one White Claw, one hydrocodone.
Yeah.
Cord.
Kind of gives off the same vibe. It's like not too heavy, but like kind of gives that fresh. It's like fresh.
Yeah. Like your dad's a stock trader, and like, you just having a.
Yeah, but instead of stocks, it's prescription medication.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait, this is a story I've never said. Maybe I've done 43 episodes, so maybe I've said this before.
You've done 43 episodes of this?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And this is
Christ.
episode 1.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is season 2. This is season 2.
Okay.
This is season 2, so this is 45 technically. But in Boy Scouts, I bullied because my parents were trying to put me on like depression medication, and I said no. So to impart my will upon the world as like a 13 to 15-year-old, I made fun of this kid I knew for going on depression medication.
Oh my God.
So this is wrong.
You know what? I feel you though. I was a huge asshole.
I wasn't a
when I
huge
was
ass.
kid. I was an asshole kid.
Okay, I don't think I was an asshole kid, but I think this was definitely wrong. This is wrong what I did. So his name was Zach.
Yeah.
And he was taking.
And if you're watching, Zach,
Yeah.
I'll apologize.
I'm sorry, I was wrong for that. So his name was Zach, and the medication, the SSRI he was taking was Zoloft.
Yeah.
So I called him Zoloft Zach. And
that's so like
everyone-
unnecessarily me, but I get it.
everyone bullied the.
Because you're trying to be like,
Fuck.
I'm not like him. I'm not like Zach. He's
Yeah.
lesser. Because I get you. I feel that. I get you, man. I had this Mormon kid that I just like ruthlessly, because I thought this girl I liked him, and so I was just like ruthlessly like, I don't even know what you would call it, bigoted towards like this Mormon kid.
No,
I probably should have said that on the internet, but
You're fine.
kids are assholes.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Anyway, it was just because my parents were trying to put me on, and I hate the idea.
Yeah, I get
was,
you, yeah.
I thought it was like in my
so
mind. I was like,
what
trying to pull in.
SSRIs are you on now?
None.
Okay.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm
Okay.
like,
That's good. I'm
I
proud
was
of you.
pretty well adjusted. That's why I didn't want to take SSRIs, because I thought there was nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
That my parents were just evil people.
I do think
Shout out.
kids
Were they evil people? Your mom's pretty cool.
They definitely failed me in some fashion.
I like your mom a lot.
Yeah, your mom's cool.
You-
I've met your mom.
you can
for
take
We're
her.
big. We're big fans of your mom.
You can keep her.
I feel you though.
Will she cook for me?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, only out of love.
Dope.
You don't have to pay her money. You have to pay her love. You love that.
I will pay her so much love.
Okay. So no. So that the story isn't over. The Zoloft Zach story.
Okay, yeah.
So
Then he killed himself.
Yikes.
no. Shout out. Okay.
Shout out to Zach's friends and family.
Zach's friends and family, if you're
But the
watching,
thing is,
Bill
I
is still
but the
sorry.
thing is, I made fun of him for the Zoloft thing in front of his sister and parents, and they just thought it was funny.
Oh no.
So-
this poor kid.
No, like that's why I didn't understand what was wrong. Nobody like was upset by it, except the guy.
for Zoloft Zach.
Yeah, who's like my own
Who's
family's
on
turning against me.
antidepressant.
Yeah, so he can't even process it.
So now his family's just laughing at him, calling him Zoloft
I think-
Zach, making fun of him.
Well,
Like, hey, Zoloft Zach, where's the
His
remote?
parents like didn't react at all.
Yikes.
Probably because they were on a bunch of Zoloft. His whole family is probably on
But
that
his
shit.
sister was like making fun of him and laughing at least. But like they didn't. So
That's so mean.
So that was at a Boy Scout camp, like a summer Boy Scout camp for like 10 days. Okay. And then. Okay, so I didn't go the next year for that camp.
good.
Okay. Not good, actually.
Oh no.
Because what happened was, so because he didn't want to keep getting called Zoloft Zach.
Did he go off Zoloft?
Yes, but only for that camp out. If you don't know what happens when you go off Zoloft,
Oh my god, yeah.
bad things happen. And then instead of taking it, he just started giving it to other people.
Oh no.
and then
Oh.
and then the boys were entranced by this idea, so they started sharing all their prescription medication.
Bill, what did you do?
So they were sharing their prescription medication and like hotboxing like weed in their tent.
Yikes.
And then for some reason they got kicked out. And it's
Some
like
unknown reason.
and it's like it was like a huge deal that they're not let back in that camp anymore.
But you are.
Yeah, I could have, but I aged out. But like that was all
Was it
me.
Camp Nash?
It's Bartle.
Oh, okay.
But like I can't believe I'm responsible for that. Like
I can.
like I'm
That's
I'd say
wild, man.
40% responsible.
Your political career started young.
But I take like
Yeah,
no,
you realize this is gonna be used against you.
I don't care. I've said I'm the liberal.
What are
Andrew
your
Tate.
political ambitions?
I'm pretty progressive. I'm pretty accepting. I feel like there's some like
You
social
want to be a
programs.
senator?
There's some social. I like camp. I like working in the background. I don't think. I think maybe when I'm older I could be in the front facing, but I'm too like on the line to be too forward facing.
Yeah,
But I think I'd be a good organizer. I think I'd be really happy.
that's
with that.
cool. I think that's a very level-headed, like, awesome kind of goal.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be like, I don't want to be afraid to do comedy because I do politics.
yeah.
I want to be like, because I'm very charismatic. Cause like, and I'd rather be like the cool guy that everyone behind the scenes know, than like be subjected to like the public like that.
Yeah.
You could be like one of those like NPR comics. It's like all your jokes are like these shitty like political.
Thank you.
like-
Or don't do that.
Yeah.
You could just not do that. I'm
I
gonna
s-
use the restroom.
I'm really proud of myself because I've been making these Chinese jokes, like jokes like 2 jokes about my mom and being
Right.
Chinese. I've never done that before. I've never talked about me being Chinese. Onnie just left. She just doesn't. What kind of
She's coming
kinda-
back, but by the way, it's
what-
locked.
what kind of?
Good luck.
You can ask my mom if she wants to go up. Okay, she just what kind of monkey wrench?
So you're proud of yourself for the Chinese jokes. That's good. You should
Because
talk about
I don't
yourself.
because I have a hard time talking about anything like meaningfully.
Right.
personal
I have
to
the
me.
same problem.
But like
I have the same problem.
I've been doing well. People have been saying and getting better. It's like, so it's like, I'm thinking about the point like I could either ask to be on more local shows or I think I should just travel and do comedy. I think then
Do both.
I just didn't have the mental energy to plan forward because I was so busy working and doing politics and like doing as much as I could within my schedule that I had to train. But I feel like if I quit, I have so much more potential. Maybe I'll find a girlfriend. I'll bring her home in my van.
Girlfriends are a huge
Time hole.
yeah
Yeah, that's what I realized.
time and money and energy.
But like I'm really good at getting to the meat of it, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
like I don't know. I feel like I'm optimizing the fuck out of it.
Good.
But it's like I don't
Yeah.
but it's like I don't have time to waste on like random girls that I'm like sort of interested in that I could have sex with. But I have enough time to be like, oh, if I really think this girl's interesting, either like as a friend or like sexual or romantic, I can pursue.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, yeah, especially if you have someone who like is cool with your schedule.
Yeah, of being a famous person.
Yeah. What is this? What is this? And what's in this bag?
A gun. So I give this to everybody since we're alone now. I used to do this thing called Smiley Gang in high school, where I give people bandanas.
Yeah.
Yeah, before the tragic 2020.
Should I wear it?
You if you want.
Dude, 2020 was the worst.
Yeah.
How do you do this? You do it like
Do you not, so you have the motorcyclist way, and then you have the Aunt Jemima way. That's what they say.
Is this the Aunt Jemima way? Which way is this?
On the front, I think is Aunt Jemima. Oh, you're doing the motorcycle way. You're doing like the Red Riding Hood way.
This is good.
That's just fine, I guess.
This is fine.
No, I don't know. I guess I wanted to learn more about you, but I guess this is like.
Yeah, we've been
Okay.
talking a lot about me. We should talk more about you.
But I mean, so you think that if I was more serious more of the time, people would enjoy that?
You're fine.
I think I'm fine. I think I like.
I don't want to add to your whatever's going on.
Someone said I'm a know-it-all. Someone said I'm a know-it-all.
I mean, I do think you shouldn't be afraid to be more serious.
Okay. I just don't think people can handle me.
Yeah.
You know what sucks with women? I'm hearing the plumbing of her going to the bathroom go down. I can hear the water rushing.
Yeah, what sucks with women?
They take so long to pee, man.
We have like 10 seconds to talk about women
Okay.
before
The
we get a
deal with
moment's
women-
perspective, which we don't need.
I think they kind of smell weird. I think they put too much like scents and lotions on.
Are you sensitive to that though? Are you like?
No, it's just like I can tell when they do too much. It's like it's not humane.
I think they do it for them.
no.
Mostly.
They do
I don't
it.
know.
They do it because women are valued on their beauty because we live in a patriarchal society, Dennis.
Right?
Yeah. But it's cool because it's just so I just don't benefit.
Lotion is weird a little bit.
I just don't benefit from being hot as much, you know. Even though I'm extremely hot, I don't benefit from it as much because we live in a patriarchal society.
What's the alternative to a patriarchal society?
I'm kind of a society where like both women and men are in leadership roles, and there's not like
That
a
is our
stri-
society.
I think. Wow, this is way too serious. I think there's social pressure. I think.
Where do you keep getting coffee? Oh, okay.
Where do you keep getting coffee mugs?
I was like jealous. I was like, she's like.
Yeah, talking to the mic, Onnie. Talking to the
Look
mic,
how
Onnie,
cozy
so
she
everyone
looks
can
with
hear
a
you.
blanket and a coffee mug
Yeah, make
and
yourself
a stuffed
home.
animal.
Take my mom. Take my mugs and take my blankets. Blankets. Okay, I can't believe. Wow, this was such a blast, guys. I was here. We've been here for an hour and 15. We're just killing it. This is what doing a podcast is, Dennis.
This
is
done
serious.
podcasts before.
You're not
Sorry.
the only one who's done a podcast
a lot
here.
of podcasts, actually.
William.
This is definitely different.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my silly missing. Pull up to the scene with my
Are you
silly
getting
missing.
copyright claimed?
R.I.P. We just killed the club. Got a bottle of Patron. Just killed the thug. With all respect to those who break their neck to keep their hoes in check, cause they sweat a brother majorly. I don't know why, but your girl keeps paging me. You tell her that she leaves me. Every time she sees you, squeeze me. Lady, take it easy. Hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't like if it's that easy. Hey, yo, busted. Baby got problems saying bye-bye. Just another hazard of a fly guy. You ask why I don't matter. My pots get fatter. I've memorized
I think you
that
should quit
Tupac song.
comedy to pursue your rapping career.
Yeah. So I could be. I think I could be a Beach Boy. It's like, bye 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 bread, take my hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty good,
Definitely
right?
have the range for it.
That wasn't that bad.
I don't know.
So
I
good.
usually like hear those old groups. Like, there's like always one guy who's like the low singing guy,
Yeah.
Yep.
like in a bar shop group. He's
Yep.
Like,
Oh.
duh, 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 duh. Like that's that whole guy's whole fucking thing. That's weird. Right?
It's like without a fire. It's like, what is it? What is it called? It's like, fuck. Without a fire, it's like desire. My one desire. I want it that way.
You butchered
Tell me
that
why
song.
ain't nothing but a heartbreak.
I'm
Tell
sorry.
me why.
I am a fan of the Backstreet Boys, and
The Backstreet Boys
Tell
do still
me
go
why.
pretty hard. I
I
will admit that.
never
They're
want
still
to
releasing
hear you
music.
say,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I have a boyfriend. Okay, I think we've gone crazy. I think we've go crazy. Go
I
stupid.
don't know what my role has been in any of this. I don't
guess
understand
you
what's
were-
happening. I don't understand what the show is. I don't know how you've done over 40 episodes of this shit.
It's good.
Okay, yeah. It's been fun.
We're
though. Thank
cooking.
you. Yeah,
We
we're
cook.
cooking.